Hey, what's up everyone? I am Cameroon and welcome to Draw My Life. So I was born on February 19th, 2000 in a small town in England called Maidstone. I remember when I was younger, I loved playing with trains, cars, and pretty much anything that had wheels on it. Yeah, I was a pretty weird kid. 3 years later, my parents had their second and last child, Alex. He's okay, I guess. I attended preschool at the age of 4, and in the UK, you're actually obligated to wear a uniform, so I had to wear that every day. Kind of sucked. I met a couple of friends during this time, and still to this day I'm friends with them and I still keep in contact with them. In 2005, my dad got a job offer from a place called EBCO. It's basically an engineering place. I don't know. We were kind of skeptical on it, but with a lot of thinking, we eventually ended up moving to Canada. For the first couple of nights, we stayed in a hotel room until we found a place to live. We eventually found a place in the city, which wasn't too nice, but it was fine. At this time, I was addicted to the show Thomas the Tank Engine and Bob the Builder. After a couple of months, we decided the city life wasn't for us, so we started to search for a new place. We ended up finding a place in a small town called Ladner. The house was massive, as well as a massive backyard. My first day of Canadian school was around the corner and I was pretty excited. Back then I was a pretty shy kid, so it made it kind of difficult to meet new friends. Although I met this kid named Ian, and from that day on we became best friends. There was this time we spent hours digging this massive hole outside at lunch, and I remembered when we finished, these kids tried taking our credit and started telling people that they made it. I was too young to notice, but back then, I had such a strong accent that kids from my school kept asking me to say stuff like watermelon and water and garage. Fast forward a couple years, my dad bought me and my brother a PS2. This was my first ever games console that I've ever owned, so we were in love with it. One game I played constantly was Crash Bandicoot, and I was pretty addicted to it. After a few years in school, I met these people named Justin and Jacob, and we got along pretty well together and we became best friends. Also, when I was like 8, I called 911 by accident. The cops ended up showing up, which was pretty awkward. For my 10th birthday, I invited the whole neighborhood over for a massive sleepover. There was roughly around 50 people there. It was pretty mental. At this point, my parents were doing a lot of fighting and arguing. I was too young to notice it, but it ended up in a divorce. Both my mom and my dad moved into separate townhouses, which was a pretty dramatic change from the bigger house we once had. There was this time when my friend Jacob invited me to his house to show me the site called YouTube. He showed me a few of his videos, which actually inspired me to make my own stuff, and that's when CamJustCast was born. This channel was ran by myself and Justin. We mostly uploaded skits and shitty Minecraft videos. Talking about Minecraft, I spent so many hours in this game, it wasn't healthy. April 22nd of 2013 was when I created my own personal YouTube channel, The Cameroon Monster, which was the name before Cameroon. It mostly consisted of Minecraft and other terrible content. My time at elementary school was coming to an end, which meant I was going into high school. Nothing really exciting happened over the summer. I pretty much focused on recording videos and playing Minecraft. First day of high school wasn't actually that bad. I really didn't feel like I fitted in, but maybe it was because I had the greasiest hair in the grade and I always showed up with the same hoodie and shorts. A couple weeks in and I met someone called Almond, which was my first non-white friend. In November of 2013, I started talking to this girl that I really liked. I don't know if I should say her real name, so I'll just call her Girl. We seemed to really like each other. We would spend hours texting each other at night. Finally, I gained enough courage to ask her out. She said yes, which honestly surprised me. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty awkward, but I'm guessing that's how all first dates are like. We also spent New Year's together, which was pretty sick. Later, after the New Year's, I continued creating videos for the channel. I wasn't really gaining any views, but I was enjoying it, and that's what mattered to me. At this time, I had finally saved up enough money to afford a brand new PC, something that I've wanted for so long. Before the PC, I was stuck using a Mac, which was approaching its deathbed. Not only was my Mac approaching its death, my relationship was too. We ended up breaking up. Although I saw it coming, I was still devastated. I thought I'd never get so attached to someone like I did with her. Before the school year came to an end, my dad got me a new phone. Can you guess what it was? Yeah, it was a iPhone 4S. I mean, yeah, this phone was super outdated, but to me, it was revolutionary. The school year shortly started up again, and this is when I met two amazing people called Nick and Matt. We also moved into a bigger house with a massive backyard and a polluted river. A year later, we were introduced by someone named Pablo. If you didn't know, he came from Mexico, which means Trump's looking for him, so there's some fun facts. This is also the year I took a filming course called the Film Academy, hoping it would increase the quality of my videos. But let me tell you this, it was the biggest scam ever. The only thing I learned was how to record audio and hold up a boomstick. I remember when there was this time with this guy named AJ followed Justin into the library where the rest of the group was. After that, me and AJ became pretty good friends. My buddy Nick told me this girl had a huge crush on me, and funny enough, she was a fan. Again, I don't know if I should say her name, so let's just call her Girl 2. She was super cool and I just liked everything about her. Things were going great for me. I had an okay job, a great group of friends, and a loving girlfriend. Something not so great popped up. Unfortunately, my girlfriend at the time was planning on moving to New Zealand. I knew about this before we dated, I just didn't realize how quickly it was. And not only that, but I planned on visiting the UK before she left. So the whole time I was in the UK, I was kinda depressed. We tried out long distance for 2 months. It was going pretty good until the end of May, which was when I ended the relationship. She didn't take it so well. She pretty much blocked me on every social media there was. Eventually, I quit my part-time job at Tim's and started working for a company named Trity, which is pretty much a construction business thing. Not only that, but I finally got my driver's license after failing the first time. And yeah, that's my life up until now. This is my last year in high school. I have a well-paying job. I have an amazing group of friends and family. And all in all, I'm just happy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.